Go!
Oh, welcome back, listeners.
Welcome back to the Zombie Eaters podcast. So, if you haven't already, or if you plan to, I know it's a very difficult task to ask, and I got to be honest with you. I know that it takes a lot away from your day to go follow somebody on Instagram and Twitter, but
if you're listening to this, you're already there.
Yeah, if you're listening to this, you're already on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, which means you're probably already on your phone.
Yeah, which means you're probably not fucking doing anything except laughing and jerking off.
Yes.
What else do you use your phone for? So, follow us on Twitter and Instagram at the ZE Podcast. Check out our website, zombieeaterspodcast.org, and you can listen to us on our YouTube channel, Zombie Eaters Podcast, or on Spotify, Apple, Google, Breaker, Pocket Cast. That sounds like something that you jerk off to.
Breaker, Pocket Cast?
Just Pocket Cast.
Yeah, that sounds like a jerk off.
Yeah, anything with hands in pockets.
Yeah, like pocket pool.
Because I don't want whenever you're taking valuables out of your pants, you don't want any other people around. You're at the ATM. You're at a urinal. You just, So it sounds kind of jerky.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, follow us, or don't. Go fuck yourself. I don't care. And yeah, but do check out our website. There's some new stuff on there. There's some new videos uploaded. There's some new pictures uploaded on the Friends of the Zep. So yeah, check us out. And
the website is very appealing to the eye.
Mm-hmm.
Has nice colors.
It's easy on the eyes, does it?
Yeah.
All right, well, that's good to hear.
It's easy on the eyes.
Yeah, it is easy.
Very pleasant, easy to maneuver around.
Yeah, and it's very mobile friendly. I optimize it for mobile. Yeah, so check it out. Tell your friends.
It's very orgasmic.
I want our listeners to have as much fun listening to us as Zach and I have creating the content.
Yes.
All right. So that being said, speaking of pocket, like uncomfortable, like dick stuff, again, that road fucking video.
Yeah.
Have you ever shopped for boxers or like workout shorts or like anything like bottom related clothing wise on Amazon?
I personally haven't. I mean, I have in the store.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much
it's the same
what
thing.
I've been. No, it's not the same thing. That's what I've been driven to. I no longer can shop on Amazon for anything below the waist. It's just bulge after bulge after bulge after fucking bulge. And dudes in like provocative poses.
Yeah.
It's
or
like,
they show the boxer from the side.
Right. It's like what
bulge.
audience are you appealing to? Guys don't want to straight men don't want to see this. Like
I mean,
we're comfortable with our sexuality. I love fucking making gay jokes and stuff, but dude, seriously, like okay, one or two bulges, I don't even think about it. Bulge,
and they're like
bulge. And they're like massive, like people shoving shit down the front of their pants.
Yeah,
like
it's not even like a
horse
realistic
cocks.
bulge.
Yeah, it's an unrealistic bulge.
Yeah.
It's like a fist, like stuffed, and then
it's like a pair of, you know how like a pair of socks you like fold them out, and it creates like a two like long socks. You fold them into each other.
I don't wear long socks. I wear short socks. So I don't
know if I can trust you.
Actually, you know what? I send my laundry out. Why can't you trust me?
Because your socks aren't tall.
I don't have a complex. I don't need my socks to lift me up and make me bigger.
The higher the sock, the downer the foo.
I don't even know what that means.
But anyway, so you fold your socks in and they make like a cylinder. And they shove that into your pants.
I send my laundry out. Someone else does it. Someone else.
Do you get them in a cylinder?
These socks aren't cylinder socks.
Okay.
They're no-show socks. It's easier because they're breathable mesh cotton socks. Mm-hmm. So when I walk or when I work out, my feet don't get sweaty.
Do you shop for those on Amazon? You don't get bulges there, do you?
No, not for feet. Yeah. No, but I hate feet, so I can't shop for socks online either.
Oh, that's a bummer.
I hate feet. Yeah, it's actually really made going to the beach uncomfortable. But one time I went to the beach when I was a little wee kid again.
Was the throat fucking already implanted
at this point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was probably like 10. The throat fucking happened when I was like maybe 6. That's like first grade, right? 6, 7, 8, like second grade. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we're at the beach, and Horseneck Beach is a beach in Cape Cod that's known for its waves. There's a lot of big waves. But there's some days where like the waves are like you can still kind of wade in the water. They're not that bad, but it's one of the best beaches to surf on and like body surf or whatever like on the East Coast. It's fucking great, yeah. So my family didn't really like going there because of the waves, but I guess they hadn't been too choppy that day, so we went. And anyways, like this beach is long. It's huge. You had to walk like a mile after you park just to get to the beach. It's just expansive. It's huge. So anyway, we're in the water. Me and my cousin Andy. He's a couple years older than me, so he's probably like 11, 12. He's like, I gotta go poop, and I'm like, oh, all right, well, don't poop over here. It's just gonna, it'll just hang around. Like, yeah. I knew what buoyancy was at that point. Yeah. Like, I know what happens when you poop into water. It just stays there. It floats. So he's like, well, I gotta go, and I'm like, well, you gotta get rid of it. I was not expecting what happened next. So he pooped. And it like floated right up like I thought it would. He just cupped it up with his hand and chucked it, and it like broke into 3 pieces in midair. It was the funniest shit I've ever fucking seen, dude. And every time I go home or anytime I talk to him, it gets brought up. He's like, dude, you're never gonna fucking forget that, are you? I'm like, dude, that was like the moment I became a man. Like, I saw my older cousin, who I looked up to, fucking. He had to poop. I was like, I don't want any part of this. I don't want to be swimming and it's going to brush me in the face or something. And he just picked it up, had it, and looked at me and just chucked it. And it was like the grand finale of a fireworks show. It just it was like a big log.
And like whenever you see like a human turd, you're like, that's definitely a human turd.
Yeah, even in the water, because the water back there, it's not like the water here. Like you can see the floor. Like
that's like a whodunit.
That's like no, he did it.
That's like like for somebody walking on the beach.
That's what I was saying about you and the Halloween thing. So they see you, it's a whodunit to them. We know who did it, but they don't know who done it. That's the same theory you're applying to this story.
It's a perspective thing, I guess.
So you see someone bloody, you don't wonder who done it, but you see a piece of poop?
No. I'm saying, as the bloody person, I know who done it, so it's a he done it. As the poop thrower,
you've taken all the luster out of this joke now.
You're
analyzing it too much.
Okay.
Yes, if someone's in the water and they see one of the 3 pieces of discarded poop,
yes,
they're gonna know that didn't come from a sea animal. They're gonna know that it was a human. They're gonna be like, that's a whodunit.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a whodunit. But I'd be like, I know who did it.
He did it.
He did a big old mud monkey. So,
that actually reminds me of a time. So, in the ocean,
mud monkey.
So in the ocean, the waves come towards the shore, and so like if the poop's floating, like it's gonna hang out with you, like
it's gonna stick around.
It's gonna hang out.
Yeah, but for a while anyway.
In the Mississippi River, though,
the Big Muddy,
it flows. So you can just
it floats in the ocean too. Because of the sand.
No, it flows.
Oh, ew.
So you can just poop, and it just flows. It goes away.
Yeah. And wow. Oh, yeah, because the current of the river.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one of my favorite pastimes is
pooping in the Mississippi River.
Kind of. It gets better. So
God, this is gonna be great.
I don't know why, but like me and my friends like always have to poop.
You're a human.
Well, yeah, but it's like always at the most convenient time. So we were like out playing in the
convenient for you,
yes,
but inconvenient for everything else.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we were playing on the pontoon. We were playing in the water.
On the what?
On the pontoon.
I don't know what that is.
It's a floaty boat. It has like the big tubes
like a
on
raft.
the side. Kind of like a raft, yeah.
Okay.
But it's like has like metal.
Oh,
buoyant.
That's a badass raft.
Yeah, it's like two metal tubes with like a plank on the top, pretty much. Like a
that's the whole mechanism. That's it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, all right.
So we were playing in the river, and I was like, dude, I have to take a poop, and so
you pooped on the pontoon.
I pooped into my hand, and I threw it at my friend. And he so conveniently had to take a shit too. So
he did the same thing to you?
Yes.
Wow, you guys had a poop war on a pontoon in the Big Muddy.
Yes.
Wow.
And he actually ended up hitting me on my shoulder. I missed him, and I was like on the verge of vomiting, and so we had to stop.
You've had to park the pontoon because you had poop thrown at you in the big money.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot going on, man.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun in Missouri.
Yeah.
Growing up.
Yeah.
Throwing
poop at each other.
Shout out to my buddy Josh.
Wow. Yeah, man. It's like not so. It's like you really we encounter. Yeah, we encounter poop a lot.
Yeah,
we encounter poop a lot. And speaking of like making people uncomfortable, so you know that my girlfriend and I ex-girlfriend, we broke up, yada yada yada, all that. Mm-hmm. But you know, yet she lives and she still appears from time to time and poops. So last night we're hanging out here, and it was like pretty awkward at first. It has been lately because I think we're in both of our heads. We're like thinking we're supposed to act different now when we're hanging out. Yeah. Instead of just being civil, which is why whichever she texted me last night. She's like, hey, I'm gonna come over. I'm like, I don't think that's a good idea. Like, that's my first thought. That's my thinking. But she's like, oh, well, I'm here, and I'm like, now what do I do? Go up there and tell her no so she can cause a scene, It just because she's very I don't think that she handles rejection well, and I don't think that she has any accountability in this situation. Mm-hmm. Like it's all my fault. But anyways, regardless, so we're laying there, we're watching some stupid fucking show she put on Netflix. It was so fucking dumb.
Was it Shaman King?
No, what is that?
It's an anime.
No. Fucking, to be 11-year-old fucking Japanese people. So we, it was Merlin. That's what it was called.
That's fucking stupid.
It is stupid. And that dude, his face makes me, I can't deal with his fucking face. Yeah. It's like the same thing with Steve Buscemi. I love him when he's in movies and he's not the lead. And Boardwalk Empire, for everything, it's a great show. I can't watch it. I cannot look at his face for an hour. Like, straight. I can't. His eyes, his fucking stupid teeth. I can't do it. He is not a good leading actor.
Who is it?
Steve Buscemi.
I don't know who that is.
Look him up. Tell me that face is like, tell me, look at his face and tell me if you could watch that face for 60 minutes at a time on and even more
guy.
On a streaming service where you can just binge watch.
Yeah.
Look at that guy's face.
Yeah, I can't look at that guy's face.
Yeah,
for more than an hour.
Right. It's awful. So anyway, last night I'm just feeling like
that's Mr. Pink, right?
Yes. Yeah, that's a great role.
Yeah,
that's a great role.
Yeah.
That's one of the best independent films of all time, Reservoir Dogs. So I'm feeling kind of awkward. I'm feeling kind of uncomfortable. So, and normally, like, when we were a couple, like, I would fart and it would be funny. Well, I did it last night, and it was a huge deal. Yeah. It's so fucking weird and awkward. So anyways, we're laying there, and I'm like, hey, you want to do something nice for me? And she's like, what? I'm like, will you go grill me a cheese? And she was like, what is that? Some kind of like sex move? And I'm like, no, I want a sandwich. She's like, oh, you want me to make you a grilled cheese? I'm like, no, I want you to grill me a cheese. And like, it worked. It just fucked with her. And she like wouldn't accept like that, like vernacular. Like, she wouldn't accept that is like the way, the action verb of making the grilled cheese. She wasn't having it. So she got like all like pissed off because I kept asking her, so she left.
So if you say things in a abstract way,
or if I speak like phonetically, if I'm like, oh, heat it up in the microwave, she's like, because she's like, I always, she's like,
nuclear wave.
Yeah. She's always. I don't usually combine. I don't do portmanteaus. I don't like that.
The what?
A portmanteau. It's a combination of two words to make one word, like nuke and microwave. That's called a portmanteau.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. You know how like when Jennifer Garner was dating Ben Affleck, they called her Benifer? It's just, I don't like it.
Wouldn't that be the same thing? Like, isn't a microwave one of those then?
No, it's a compound word. Like underwear.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So, so she doesn't like that. Because the reason she told me she doesn't like it, because she's like, the thing that's most attractive about you is that you're smart and you're intelligent. And you say stuff like that, and it makes you look stupid. I'm like, I sound stupid? And then that really pisses her off, and then she leaves.
Isn't it intelligent to be able to come up with something like that?
I think that pointing out that somebody's intelligent and getting upset because they made a joke is not intelligent. Yeah, it's unintelligent. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I was just like, okay. So I think now I got a plan.
Okay.
Yeah, a man with a plan.
What's the plan?
In no defense against the first vagina. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So,
the power of the pussy is pretty.
Yeah, I'm in a bit of again, like the Jews would call it, a pickle. A big kosher pickle. But back to poop. You stumble across a lot of poop.
Poop was a huge part of my childhood.
But it sounds like it's a pretty important part of your adulthood. Like as an adult male, you've crossed paths with poop recently a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This is not a childhood thing that you've had.
No,
it's followed you.
Creeped in, yeah.
The poop followed you like the throat fuck has followed me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm haunted by the poop.
Haunted by the poop, and I'm.
Yeah, actually, holy crap.
Yeah,
the
holy
poop,
crap. Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy poop.
God doing for me what I can't do for myself.
Could you imagine, like, you know how like every time they have a new pope, he's like 100.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why don't they get like a nice young pope? You know, with like abs. You know, he's like working out. One that's gonna live a little while.
Yeah.
You know, like I think that they should have like a pope from like where I'm from, like from the East Coast. Can you imagine up in like the Vatican, like shotgun beers and shit, like hey, like
swearing. And...
Yeah. Dude, it's this fucking wicked pisser up here. Get the Pope swearing and shit. He's got like his brother down in the parking lot, like doing donuts in his like Ford pickup truck. The Vatican cops like, you gotta go. He's like, yeah, fuck you, my brother's the Pope. That would be fucking great. They gotta. That's what I don't understand. Like, what are the old people? I don't even know why I'm thinking about the Pope. I read something today about Vatican law and like there was a mayor from Boston that during the Clinton administration he was the ambassador to the Holy See. So basically, that's like the American government is the ambassador to that part of the Vatican, Rome. That's like a position that you serve in government here. You know how you have like ambassador to like whatever Japan, Germany, and they have like the consulate in that area. Uh-huh. So that's what the Holy See, ambassador to the Holy See is. I was reading about that today for something.
A bastard to the Holy See.
Ambassador to the Holy See, SEE.
Couldn't it also be a bastard to the Holy Seed?
Mm-hmm. That's really more what it is, but with all the shit that they got going on over there.
Yeah.
But they're the Vatican. They've been brushing off pedophilia for fucking years. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, for like centuries.
They're their own sovereign nation.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
They're their own cult.
Yeah. And that's never a whodunit. Like when a kid comes home from church and he's crying and he won't talk about it, that's not a whodunit.
Yeah.
That's a which one of you did it.
Yeah.
Which one of you fucked the altar boy? Who was it?
Yeah.
That's how, dude, that shit was like more commonplace back home than anything else I can remember.
That's amazing.
It is.
Yeah, that's amazing.
You have to watch, actually, you know what you should do?
It doesn't happen in Southern Baptist churches.
It happens everywhere, man. Maybe they're just better about concealing it. Because at this
maybe.
point, the priests are just like, I don't fucking care. I'm going to fuck your kid if you leave me. I'm going to fuck your kid. Then I'm going to get sent somewhere else and fuck their kids.
Yeah, that's pretty vicious.
It's vicious. You should read, I'll send it to you, the Spotlight team from the Boston Globe. They're an investigative journalism team, and they like spend years like researching cases, and then they publish these stories, and they're the ones that ended up breaking the priest pedophilia story in Boston, and like expose like, you know, how big of a problem it was, not just there but everywhere in the world.
Yeah,
it's fucking crazy, dude. I mean, at some point in my life, since I've lived in California, at some point someone either makes a joke about it or asks me, like, oh, did you go to church as a kid? No. I didn't. It's like, and I know exactly what they're talking about.
Yeah, they're fishing.
Yeah, it's like, if you want to ask me if I got fucked by a priest, go ahead and ask me. Did you get fucked by a priest? No, I fucked my rabbi. What?
Throw it back at him.
Yeah. Rabbis do that too. Oh yeah, you should go read about it. Fucking idiots. It's about. I get it though. Like, there was a time out here where I met another guy from Boston, but it was at a meeting. It was a meeting I'd never been to before, and I hadn't really talked to anybody yet, so nobody knew that I was from Boston yet. Mm-hmm. So I did it to him, and he was like, "Well, I didn't have sex with one." I'm like, "Oh fuck, you actually did get fucked up by a priest."
Yeah.
I was like, "All right, well, good luck with that." But then he wanted to like be my friend and shit.
Yeah,
it's like lingering.
He like heard your accent.
No. He just he probably had never been asked that before outside of Boston, He was like, "Oh, Jay, so where do you live?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm just here for vacation. I'm from Canada." He's like, "Oh, okay." See him like at a meeting the next week. "Oh, you haven't gone back to Canada yet?" Like, what the fuck? He's from Boston. You shut the fuck up.
Oops.
Those poor bastards. And it is in. All joking aside, it's fucked up. It's really, really fucked up, and it's gotten to the point. Well, it had gotten to the point rather where they were reassigning priests, and like the reason that they were doing it was like, medical leave or like mission. It was like these bullshit reasons, and all these priests were getting away with it. Like there was a point where this lawyer was taking on all the cases of the abuse victims, and it was like 1,000 cases he had. Holy just shit. In like the greater Boston area. Yeah.
There's like one little speck on the map.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly right. Like if you have you ever gone to I think it's familywatchdog.com or something?
I can't say I have. It's
a site that it's a map will show up and it populates all the sex offenders in the area.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah, and
isn't there another one, a different name for it?
Sure,
like
I think
Jerry's List.
Angie's List or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
I think Angie's List is for like handyman
services.
Yeah, but
not rape services.
Yeah, not those services.
No,
I don't think you can advertise for those services.
I think so.
I think if you look up like wet work, and you want someone to come pee on you, right? On like Craigslist.
Really?
I think so.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
The human race is pretty amazing.
Yeah. Craigslist is a fucking amazing place.
Wow.
That's kind of like what I think about when I think about certain places in California, like San Bernardino, the Salton Sea, anywhere east of here. It's like Craigslist in real life. It's just like all the weird shit that like you search for on Craigslist, want nobody to know about it, like in real life. Yeah, just go east. Take the 10. Let's go. That's the thing, dude. Like, I would not live anywhere else in California. Like, I as much as I hate Orange County, and I do, I hate it with the passion of 1,000 burning fucking suns, dude. I fucking hate Orange County. But I would rather live here than even like as far as Santa Ana. Like, I just don't like it, dude.
Yeah.
It's like then you got there's Detroit, Cleveland, anywhere east of here in New Jersey are 4 places that even if it was for a job or it was like an opportunity of a lifetime, I would fucking turn it down.
Really?
No fucking way I'm gonna be happy living in any of those places. I would never raise children there, even though I don't want them. I wouldn't even raise dogs there.
So Detroit, Cleveland, New Jersey,
anywhere east of here, or
all of those places are east of here.
Yeah.
So you're saying like in
California.
Okay, so you live in Missouri.
Yeah, I would. Over those places, I would. Only thing that would be tough about that though is that, like, again, no ocean, and the rivers is not the same. It's cool, and I'd deal with it, but I've lived on the coast my whole life.
Yeah,
You
can move to like Florida.
I'd rather go to Florida than any of those places. Plus, I have a lot of family in Florida, and they live in the nice parts of Florida, like Clearwater, and Coconut Grove, like Miami.
Oh, okay.
So they live in nice areas, and I have family there. Like if I went to any of those other places, I would be fucking miserable.
Yeah.
Miserable. I mean, unless I was sent there to like exterminate people.
Detroit's definitely like a ghost town.
Yo, Cleveland's worse. You know that Detroit has a billboard when you're flying that says, "At least we're not Cleveland."
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And in New Jersey, it is just I'd be in a fucking emotional prison. I would. People from New Jersey,
I can't believe you're even acknowledging.
Are all the same. They're all the same. They all act the same. They all like. It's like a race of mutants that was created by like a factory called New Jersey. They're worse than hipsters.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Have you honestly ever met and spent any time with anybody from New Jersey?
I haven't met anybody ever from Jersey.
Probably why you're so fucking happy. I've had the lucky experience of dealing with a lot of people from New Jersey. There was one person that said they were from New Jersey at Syracuse. I'm like, well, you don't go to school here. They're like, no. He's like, what is that supposed to mean? I'm like, come on, dude. I'm like, they don't want you. You can't get in. Oh, well, you're going to what, Mohawk Valley Community College, huh? Yeah. That's where all the Jersey people go.
They funnel them in.
Yeah, Mohawk Valley. And if you can make it through there for 2 years, they'll consider you at Syracuse.
Wow.
But yeah, that's where all the Jersey people, if they move north, that's where they go. Be the Mohawk Valley or Rensselaer College. So that fucking rat hole we just went down. All right, well, we're gonna take a break. We're gonna come back. We're gonna be in the place that's almost as bad as New Jersey because it's full of hipsters
and poop.
Watery, big muddy poop.
Not good poop.
Not good poop. There is good poop and bad poop.
Not big muddy poop.
No.
Big muddy poop is good.
Hot, watery, electrolyte robbing poop.
Liquid, yeah.
You guys know where we're going, right? We'll be right back.